Hey everybody, I am coming to you today as from a boat. Location to be disclosed at a future date in another video. But I wanted to introduce this next video so that I can keep my timeline the way that I like to. I jumped from the last campsite, which was at the end of the last video, into a friend's studio. And there were actually two friends, one of whose wedding I attended, and the other was a woman that I met while at that wedding. And they have a studio they rent studio space in Red Lodge in the same building. And they're amazingly talented women, and I wanted to share their art and a little bit about them with you. I was so excited to visit Carol in her studio. These are some of the magazines that she's been featured in. And here's a little bit about her artwork. This painting really moved me. Let's hear Carol tell us what this painting symbolizes. Tell me about this painting and this piece.
This three-part piece is actually inspiration from the Berkeley Pit Mine in Butte, which is the world's most toxic pond in the whole world. It's toxic. So my first couple panels, the base is all toxic mediums with oil paint, and then as I got closer to the surface, I started using lavender oil, so it is more non-toxic, but the blues still maintain the toxicity. And then I matched it with this corrugated metal, which has the rusted look to it, so it'll bring all that toxicity and the materials that were used in the mines.
This giant vertical had to be one of my absolute favorites. It's one, so powerful, but just also so vibrant and luminescent. It's just incredible. I really hope you go check out her website. See, this is how far I want to get. This is how I want to grow. I want to grow into that, and I want to grow like that. All right, so now I am in Faith Rumm's studio, and you can check her out at Rumm Studios on Facebook. I'll put links below, but holy crap, look at this thing. Look how gorgeous. Y'all want to know why I was so eager to get up here? Hello.
You can see in that of her, she has some like this where she's catching the light on the crisp edges that I think are just so fascinating.
All right, everybody, if you got to get to Montana, this is in Red Lodge at the Roosevelt Center. She also plays violin. I think I mentioned it earlier, but that would explain the violins. Wow, look at these skies. And that other big one, so these are little bitties compared, right? And then when you come back around, now you can really see how big that one is. And it's just magnificent. And this is the woman I met in Moab, guys, and painting with her really changed my approach. And maybe you can see how and why when you look at all of this. Just look at that twisted tree. Come on.
We couldn't get in are some more like these two.
Oh, look at this. Just, what? Oh. And then, oh. Okay, see guys, this is just like never ending, and look how beautiful. Oh, I really hated to leave. We are driving out of Red Lodge, and we are headed to Big Sky, Montana, with a little stop at Bozeman. Sorry for the background noise. The window is cracked for my ventilation as well as nuggets. So yeah, I am on my way to Bozeman to stop at Walmart, pick up a couple of things, and then down to Big Sky. This is where I'm camped. There's the van. And there's the nuggets. Hello, sweetheart. How you doing? Are you being my spooky girl? Hi, Spooky. How are you? Full floof. Full floof. I'm glad I made the stop. Little reminder to myself that this is a guided journey. I am creeping along. I'm in my own time, right? Like all the things. And I want to find a good flow, you know, so we'll see. Like the next spot I go to, I want to make sure it's a place where I can hang out for a few days. Just inspirational views. This is where I camped last night, or slept, right along the river here. Oh, just amazing yumminess. I just took a bunch of pictures. So, okay. Gatlin, I think. Maybe. I can't remember. Hello, Missy. You ready? She's mad because I had her on the short leash here. Tall grasses, cliff drop off. Well, not that big of a cliff. There's a trail down it to the river. And there was a fire pit down by the river. But I wasn't going there. Oh, it is cold. My hands are getting numb. So, off we go to Big Sky. Nugget is assuming the position. And we are headed to Big Sky. I'm so excited. And then to West Yellowstone. Okay. I'm going to put this down and belt up and hit the road, Jack. And this is the road out. It is kind of a rocky, bumpy road, but look at that morning light. Isn't it just gorgeous? Yummy. And I'm not sure where the best view is from yet. I'm going to do a little exploring this morning to see where my favorite place is. I came up here. Oops, and I am...
Right where you came in, you can stop.
I mean, like if I leave the van right here and just run up there on the berm and take a picture, or no?
Just make it quick.
Yeah, I'll leave the engine running. Thank you. I am a mountain goat. Look at the shadow. Wow, guys, check it out. This is beautiful. I mean, it's private, but this was beautiful. Okay, so back down the mountain I go. This, the security guy was really cool. He was like, you can take a picture, but you gotta go. But there's pull-offs down the way, he said, which I saw on the way up. And then he was really suggesting West Yellowstone. So I'm totally gonna go. I was sort of kind of on my way in that direction anyway. But yeah, so I'm gonna check out my map real quick and plot a spot so I don't wander too much. Save gas. In retrospect, it was a high-end town, and he definitely was being so kind and thoughtful, and I appreciated his tips that he gave me. So I pulled off here, off the 191, to get these images of this amazing little mountain spring or runoff or whatever it is. I don't know, but it's gorgeous. We just entered Yellowstone National Park. Woo! Wow. That's pretty cool. Talk about an entrance. Feeling pretty majestic, I'd say. 3 miles on this road, and I should be at my little campsite. This is the view in the opposite direction. There's this lovely lake over there across the road. Can you imagine living there? What? This is my view out the van doors. What? Gorgeous, isn't it? I'm so excited. This is so beautiful. Thank you, Montana. I am in the sort of Yellowstone National Park vicinity. West Yellowstone is a little bit further south than where I am. I chose to stop here as I have just over a quarter tank of gas, right? And I kind of was just, I have been running, and I kind of wanted to find a spot that was going to be inspirational, and I do think I have possibly found it. That's a campsite just across the road, and I could have gone there, but I didn't want to be next to the snow. Yeah, that's snow on the ground. And yet here I am. And it is absolutely gorgeous in this beautiful, beautiful location. And I know I need to wash. I need to shower. I need something. So I'm going to get myself settled in and possibly get that taken care of in a little bit. Those are the Centennial Mountains. I am on Henry Lake in Idaho. That's right. In my search, I went into the Yellowstone Visitor Center and asked somebody where to go. They said to come here. It's absolutely gorgeous. But yeah. We'll see. I did see, I think, a free campground on the other side. I have limited gas, so I really don't want to go wandering too much. So I'm going to try to see if I can find a spot. The one that I was going to camp at that a friend suggested to me, the road was closed, unfortunately. I know. Bumma. We'll see. I'm Just sort of wondering at the moment. So I just got a suggestion from a fisherman from sort of the area anyway. It seems like he's been around, to go to the other side of the lake. Though I'm feeling like I'm going to lose my view of the mountains. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try. I can't keep wandering though because I only got so much gas. So herein lies the struggle. This is the third spot that I have been to today to try to camp. Taken. I don't have that much gas to fuck around with. I can't fuck around and find out as much as I would love to. So, and I can't pay for camping. So now I'm headed to another possible place. We'll see. I don't know. I'm getting tired, and I'm really getting tired of quote unquote national forest, you can camp here, no spots available situation happening. I don't know. I'm tired, and I'm getting cranky because I'm also hungry. And there isn't a place for me to stop and do the shit I gotta do. It's all private property or, yeah. So this is my view out the van doors, and I am in National Forest. I'm definitely whooped. I'm spent today. I did way too much driving around to find this spot. I'm not far from West Yellowstone still. I stopped at the West Yellowstone Visitor Center earlier, and a young man there was so great telling me to go check out Henry Lake in Idaho, and I did. Unfortunately, as you saw, no place to camp. Everything was full up. And then on top of it, those lakeside spots, lots of bugs. And I wasn't too into the bug thing because, I got to have my doors open for Nugget. And we got to think about that. So I didn't really get to stock up. I might only have a few days. Not really. Day and a half. Maybe 2. Alright, yeah. I have 2 gallons of water. That's 2 days. Maybe into the 3rd day. Because I have the Gatorade bottles. That help. And I was told to avoid shopping in West Yellowstone because of how expensive it is. But I may not have a choice. We'll see. I'm going to need gas to get out of here, that's for sure. So the Grand Tetons are south of here. The gentleman I spoke with told me a sort of back door in. And I'm going to give it a shot. The road is rough, he said, but people make it in 2-wheel drive as long as they've got clearance, and I got clearance. But he said I definitely want a full tank of gas. So there's that. I need to, but that's the one, like, he did tell me where I could hit the back side of it as well. So told me 2 different ways that I could get around to see the Grand Tetons. But I need another full tank of gas. And I don't have it. There is someone camped over here. but I'm purposefully using the trees to block them out. Beautiful mixed forest. And, oh, trout lilies. Amidst all of this dandelion, there's also gorgeous trout lilies blooming. So that's really cool. I saw some columbine leaves, no blooms yet, or maybe they already happened. Was ist was? I do not know, but how sweet. Look at that delicate, teeny tiny flower. How beautiful. And that's a new wildflower for me. And then a whole bunch of them. Let's see. Ooh, pretty. So I'm looking down at the ground and I look up and suddenly see, what? Look at the moss on this tree. Holy. So, oh my God, that lichen just totally, or moss, just totally blew me away. I've never seen moss growing like that. Wow. Not where it looks like a furry stuffed animal. Like shaggy, like it looked like a combo between lichen and moss, but it was just pure moss. Right on cue. Thank you, wind, for twinkling my leaves. Yeah, Idaho, right? So I've tucked in to this tiny little spot. And I mean, it was close to Yellowstone, West Yellowstone. It's like between West Yellowstone and the Tetons, but closer to West Yellowstone. Here we are amongst these gorgeous aspen and a pine tree. You know what? I would like just a book of pine trees. Yeah, just for pine tree identification. That's what I would really, really, really appreciate having. You know, show me the cones, the direction, how long, are they curvy, are they straight? Oh, sorry. You know, all the stuff. My arm's getting tired. I'm done. I don't want to film anymore today. All right, so I'm putting this down. I'm gonna make some food because I'm getting hungry, and yeah. The dappled sunlight is evading me. We have an overcast, rainy day-ish. And every once in a while, the sun will peek through the clouds and make everything sparkle, but I'm not grabbing the camera fast enough. It's okay. It's very pretty. I'm memorizing it. But I know I'll get to see it again. Because it's supposed to do this later on this evening. We're supposed to get thunderstorms. So in the evening light, I will have that same kind of through the trees. And then there's always tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Through the raindrops on the window, we have the Aspen. Ah. And I do not know what kind of pine trees these are. Yeah, I don't know what kind of pines these are. I think I was lamenting about that yesterday. I'm consistent. I am so excited. I have a friend who just graduated. Congratulations, by the way. She is the real deal, a botanical illustrator, and she is scientific botanical illustrator, like someone who can do it for science. Oh my God, Marion, your language. Okay, I know I'm struggling with language, but right now I'm very excited for her. Her illustrations, her paintings are absolutely stunning, stunning, stunning. I look forward to whatever she chooses to do with that. Like me personally, I want to see her like really go to town on new identification books. There's someone who needs a grant to travel this country to catalog the botany that lives right now at the cusp of this climate change. I mean, it is what I feel like I'm doing. I'm taking measures to where we are as this earth is rapidly changing. Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. There's just too many of them. So, anyway. Yeah. It's in there. It's been a rainy, rainy day today. But it's definitely an excuse to have some soup. And one of my favorite, I got this in Boulder at a farm market. And it says, "Adventure awaits." It's very hard to tell, but there is a nugget in the blankies. If you see, there's... Nope, not there. She's in there somewhere. I know. I feel the fairiness. Well, I don't want to disturb. My poor little one is afraid of the thunder. Actually, I'm pretty sure that when she hears weather like this and thunder, she's preparing for hail. She knows. And when it hails, it is really loud in here. I do not blame her one iota. And, nope. I oftentimes will snuggle right up with her when it gets bad like that, to help her feel better, to let her know she's safe. We've been in here during tornadoes when they're like opening up overhead. So we've both felt the hopping van, and it's terrifying. Yeah. So I will coddle her when it happens, because it also makes me feel better. But this is a lovely, gentle rain, a little thunder, and is a perfect excuse to have soup when I normally wouldn't be in the mood for it. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot to lock the door. So, the reason for keeping the door locked, especially when I'm cooking, things of that nature. Bears. I am in bear country. So, the locked door isn't about the human, it's about the bear. And so, although this is an area where there's a lot of people, so I probably would be super conscious of locking up. Where there are people, there is criminal element. I'm sorry. I'm not going to pretend like it doesn't exist. But I also don't live in complete fear of it. So, there's that. But I'm just not going to be stupid either. Oh. You know when you heat when you heat soup up, oh my god. I can speak English sometimes. You know how you take, I always end up doing this. I always heat it up past. So like the broth's too hot and can't eat it right away. And so it's like almost burn your mouth time. I'm gonna let it sit. I just don't want it to sit so long that it gets too cool for me to want to eat it. Oh! Here is some breaking news. So I have been watching, all right, so all my life I've had food sensory issues. Certain foods I continually, repeatedly try in order to see if I can tolerate them or if I actually like them. So there are things like in my life, berries have always been an issue. Dried fruits, still not good with them. But if they're blended into things, maybe sometimes. But if it's no, sometimes just not. But berries have been one of those things that I continually try because everybody seems to enjoy them so much. Anyway, somebody recently gave me a package of blackberries. Now, these are really big, plump blackberries, not like the ones I grew up with. The ones I grew up with were wild blackberries, and they were small and very tart. These do not taste as tart to me. But I still struggled eating them by themselves. I did put them into lemon yogurt and liked it better. So I've been watching this young man on Instagram, and he has food sensory issues, and he called it something like aphorid or something. He always tries things. And he gives it 3 tries. And sometimes successfully he likes new things. And sometimes no. But the point is to make the effort. And that's something I have always done. I have always made an effort to try the foods. Again and again. But I also do not punish myself if I still don't like it. So point is, I ate blackberries, and I think that's breaking news. And anyone who knows me and knows my struggle with berries would know that was a really big deal. I ate 3 by themselves. Woo! That was a big one. That was right over us. I felt that in the van. Right? She's nicely. I'm not even gonna bother her. She's so well snuggled in. But I ate 3 blackberries all by themselves. And then I had a bunch of them in my lemon yogurt. I still have to eat lemon yogurt. There it is. Pouring rain. I'm not going to try to talk over this. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you, and also a great shout out and special thank you to my patrons and all those who continue to contribute to this journey and help me gas up the van and take care of the things I need to take care of so I can collect all of this content for my book. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to click that like button if you like today's video, or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put out a video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.